Hey everybody, hope that you're having a great day, that your week has gotten off to a wonderful start. We are in the book of Acts. We are in chapter 12, and we are looking at really the whole chapter today. So I'm just going to pick a couple of verses here and there, point it out, summarize the chapter, and we will go from there. The chapter starts out, we're in verse 2. Herod is angry. He's angry at these new followers of Christ, and we read in verse 2, he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And in verse 3, and when he saw that it pleased the Jews, he proceeded to arrest Peter. And so Peter's arrested, but it's the Passover, and so he's going to wait to do something to Peter until the Passover is over. And so Peter is put in prison, and I love this verse. It just jumped out at me today. In verse 6, we read, now when Herod was about to bring him out on that very night, Peter was sleeping. Now catch this. He was sleeping between two soldiers bound with two chains, and sentries before the door were guarding the prison. It's like Peter's a hardened criminal, like he just did something major. He's simply a follower of Christ and proclaiming the good news, even though the Jews are telling him not to. And that's all he did. But look at how he's wrapped up, chained, sleeping between guards at the door, which kind of tells you how freaked out they were that there was the resurrection. That's kind of what it reminds me of, is the fact that they were so freaked out that Jesus rose, that we better do something with this guy. And so an angel comes, and again, I just love the wording here. And in the next verse, in verse 7, and behold, an angel of the Lord stood next to Peter, and a light shone in the cell. He struck Peter on the side and woke him, saying, get up quickly. And the chains fell off his hands. He woke him up. He struck Peter. Now, you ever wake someone up and they just jump up and they're all startled, and you sometimes try to be quiet and soft about it, but finally you kind of give them a hit or you shake them. I just wonder, how did he wake Peter up? Because as he struck him, did he strike his shoulder? Did he hit him in the head? Did he hit him in the foot? What did he do to wake Peter up? So just kind of an interesting part of the story. Peter gets up and he gets dressed and he thinks he's having a vision. And finally, he realizes, whoa, this is real. An angel helped me get out. And so he goes to the house of Mary, mother. Excuse me. She's the mother of Mark, John, who's also called Mark. And he goes to the house, and a little girl named Rose answers the door, and she's so excited it's Peter, and she runs back in and tells everyone, and they all tell her, no, you're seeing things. You're seeing his spirit. You're not with it. And so it's kind of an interesting thing is that he's still knocking on the door, and they say, no, it's his angel. It's really not Peter. And then finally, they recognize, oh, it is Peter, and they bring him in, and then we read at the end of the chapter that Herod dies. And then that's the end of chapter 12. But I just think it's, when we really stop and read the Bible, we can see parallels. We can see how they treated Peter in prison. And maybe that was a result of Jesus, and how Herod was trying to please the Jewish people, and how Peter's knocking on the door and they don't recognize that it's him, and they don't believe the girl that it's him. And so just so many different stories that are intertwined that makes the Bible really so fascinating for us. And that's why it is so important for us to read, even if we just read one chapter, to see, what is God telling me? So God is still at work. God is active then, still active today. And I hope that you can experience the power and promise of God in your life. Have a great day, and God bless you.